Welcome back to Rake Stadium. Ryan Barrett along with John Dinkins and Tom Hoover here in the booth, and Donnie Johnson down on the field. And he is manning the Steve Martin construction microphone down there as we're going to bring you the coin toss live as it happens. And we're going to go down on the field right now and get that.
Reminders I want to give you as captains. Football's a hard-hitting game, very emotional, but your job as captain, keep your players check their emotions. We're looking for good sportsmanship, and we're looking to you as captains to do that. If we have a penalty, I'll give you your options, explain it to you. Once you make a decision, that'll be it. Finally, if somebody's injured, needs a piece of equipment repaired, let one of the five of us know so we can get them fixed up. Captain, it's your call. We got heads and we got tails. What is your call tonight? He calls heads. And it is a head. Coffee County wants the ball. What goal would you like to do?
So Coffee County has won the toss, and they have elected to take the football here instead of defer. So that's something we have not seen much here, John. So they want to try to score first here, it looks like.
Yeah, that's unusual in this day and age, but I think they do want to try to get some points on the scoreboard first. And, you know, pretty much
and this year, the owner of Principal of Acres, Ken Nolan over at Siegel High School, and official of the year, Bart Fight, right here in Murfreesboro as well. So Bart Fight and both Ken Nolan of Siegel High School are the official of the year and principal of the year, respectively. So congratulations to those two young men.
Donnie Johnson didn't win that award.
Donnie Johnson did not win that award.
I don't guess he was. I guess he couldn't qualify tonight.
Well, a little bit. We are awaiting the kickoff here from Mr. Michael Hosford. It's Mr. Shipley on the PA here at Smyrna. See who your deep men are. Looks like Ryan Harris is one of them. And the toe is in the football, and it is playoff time here in Tennessee. It hits him in the chest, it hits the turf, and now he picks it up. And up the gut is number 24, and that is Mr. Ryan Harris, and he carries it up across the 30 to about the 32. And that gives me a chance to tell you about our friends over at Mullins Jewelry, because your official kickoff time is 7:01. The official kickoff time brought to you by Mullins Jewelry on the square downtown. Charlie has a wide selection of jewelry for that very special someone. That's Mullins Jewelry on the square.
Pretty good run back. I think Harris is the one that stopped it. They could have gone for 7.
16-yard run there for Ryan Harris. Working from the shotgun is Josh Graham. Graham hands off right side. I believe that was Goins. And there's a fumble late. And I think Coffee County has recovered it. Reuben Shadrake.
Well, made about a 4-yard gain into about a 1-yard gain. And Graham is the one that lost that football, coughed that ball up at around the 34, 35-yard line, bounced back, and Coffee County able to pounce back on it, Brian.
So it's going to be actually a gain of about a half a yard here. So second down, 9.5 to go. Ball at the 32, just underway in a scoreless contest. Red Raiders of Coffee County, white tops, white pants, red stripe down the side, red helmets with the insignia of the Buccaneers on the side, the new one. Whistles and flags, and someone probably was offsides here.
We got an equipment problem. I know he's looking at Josh Graham's shoulder.
False start is likely going to be the call here.
No, it'll be offside against the Bulldogs.
Five-yard penalty will give the Red Raiders a second down and 5, and the ball now up to the 36-yard line. Elsewhere tonight, Warren County at Riverdale, Lebanon at Lincoln County, Laverne at Cookeville. Keep you updated on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard throughout the night. Josh Graham going to work from the gun. I think that's going split to his left. It is not. It's actually Lee Hawkins, and Graham carries for a yard. And that was the Josh Day with the big stop there. And John, looks like the Bulldogs are kind of bucking up here on defense.
Yeah, not much up the middle anyway. And Of course, right now, Josh Graham, the only one that's carried the ball here for the Red Raiders. 4-man front for Smyrna that time.
Third down, 4 yards to go, so a big third down for both teams. We played 2 minutes here. The handoff goes to Lee Hawkins, and he goes right side on the end around. The ball comes loose late.
Got a penalty flag, I think, on the play. He doesn't have the first down unless it's against Smyrna.
Jonah Hendricks on the tackle. We'll check out the penalty flag. Personal foul, face mask. So this is the big one. This is the 15-yard penalty, and it's going to give Coffee County a first down. Boy, John, Smyrna, their own worst enemy right now.
Well, they are. One offsides and now the face mask, and got Coffee County in Smyrna territory at the 44-yard line. Field position is so big in the playoffs, Brian. It means so much, and they got a good kickoff return, did a couple of penalties now in Smyrna territory. Smyrna's going to have to play tough here.
So the 3rd down and 4 turns into a 1st and 10 and another 15-yard gain by virtue of a penalty. Here's Graham from the gun, and he hands off to Lee Hawkins. Picks up a couple of yards. Give him about 3.
Nothing fancy about the Red Raiders. They come right at you.
And Janabout on the carry, and I said Lee Hawkins, so make sure we give the proper credit to the proper ball carrier. 2nd down and about 8 yards to go. Tyler Thornton is set up as a receiver to the left, the lone receiver. Slot backs are Goins and Lee Hawkins, who has it now, and he is hit behind the line. Oh, scrimmage. And that big tackle by Josh Crouch.
Yeah, that was huge that time. Penetrated the line and was able to get Graham behind the line of scrimmage. About a 3-yard loss there.
Makes it 2nd down, or make that 3rd down and 11 now. 3 wide left. Hobbs and Thornton and one more out there. One lone back, and it's split to Graham's right. Greg Burton. Make that Barton back to pass, and it's tipped at the line of scrimmage. And that was tipped out there by Keith Martin. Right at the line of scrimmage. Good job there by Keith, and there's the Smyrna Bulldogs down there.
Yeah, that was. He was open, too. They run a little slant out to the sidelines. And
on this 4th down play now, 8:07 left here in the first, scoreless here. Rodriguez Wilkes going to be the deep man back.
They need a good run back here from Wilkes. They're going to try to pin them down here, give them poor field position to start this game for Smyrna.
Graham is the punter as well.
Be careful. I don't like this formation at all.
And he gets it off barely. Takes a step to the right. Wilkes makes the catch at the 9. He cuts back at the 15. Now gets to the 20, 25, and up to the 27-yard line. A 34-yard punt and a nice return by Rodriguez Wilkes.
He cut it back up toward the sidelines, and that was a good move. Used the only blocker he had, did a good job. A nice return to get him out of the hole there.
So 1st and 10 for Smyrna High School with the ball right now tickling the 29-yard line. Rod is going to set up left side as a receiver, and Crouch to the right. Sonny Gray at quarterback. Back to pass, quick pass to the left, and it skips in and incomplete, intended for Mr. Wilkes. Brings up 2nd down.
Kind of an interesting call there early in the game. Testing the running backs in. He just kind of starting out throwing the football.
Only when he had maybe some positive yardage there, John, and he made the catch, but the ball was not delivered. Will Martin now one of 2 receivers to the left. Rod is going to set up to the right side. And now Maceo Harris is going to be the slot back to the left. This may go to the left side. We'll see. Back to pass. The pass does go left side, and Will Martin is going to be hit. Make that crouch is going to be hit. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. Hit by Sam Myers and then knocked back all those 5 yards. He's 6'1", 175 pounds, and a sophomore.
Nice throw by Sonny Gray, and had to be because he was covered pretty well. As Crouch grabbed the ball, Coffee County was there for the tackle.
So now a big third down for Smyrna Bulldogs. Biggest chunks of the yardage that Coffee County got in their first possession were on penalties by Smyrna. Twins to the right, to the wide side of the field. Back, Gray passes, pump fakes, now makes the pass to Wilson. It's tipped in the air, and it may have been intercepted. Yes, it has been intercepted out there by the Coffee County Red Raiders.
That was number 4. I don't have him on my roster, but
he was on your other roster. Remember that young man? I think it was Justin Irons. He is number 4.
Correct.
Justin Irons is number 4, and he makes the interception. So now Coffee County gets the football at their own 44-yard line. Here's Graham going to keep it. Go right side off the right guard and pick up a couple. 6:41 on the first quarter clock. It's scoreless here. Josh Day on the takedown for the Bulldogs of Smyrna High.
Crowd's picked up, Brian, since a little bit before game time. Looked like the crowd was going to be a little bit slow, but it really has picked up as we approach the time of the game.
A lot of people forget, even though we remind them that it's a 7 o'clock start instead of 7:30. Graham is going to keep it again and maybe eke out a yard out of it. Johnny, see how he tries to hide that ball as he's like it's a handoff there and kind of follows the blocker there?
Yeah, and he's been a workhorse so far. 5 carries, only 2 yards to show for it.
Third tackle for Josh Day and brings up third and looks like about 5 yards to go with the ball right now. Oh, so close to the 49-yard line. On the right hash. Wide side of the field is the left. They're moving from right to left on your radio dial. Graham going to work from the gun. Going to do the reverse thing here. And some room. Hit is Mr. Ryan Harris before he makes that first down. He picked up 3 yards, and Jonah Hendricks, John, made a nice tackle out there to save the first down.
Yeah, but we also had a missed tackle behind the line of scrimmage that cost us some yards. King missed him on that tackle, and he was able to get around the right side.
4th and 2, if you're Coffee County, you may try to go for it here. I mean, you're on the road. You want to try to get a big break here early. You may try to call them offsides. What would be your call here on the 4th and 2 at their 48? Pin them back?
I think early as it is, I think I might just pin them back. It's really early.
Stand by. Tonight's game returns in a moment.
That's got it all. That's the Alexander Auto Mall. I'm Melanie Alexander, and our family offers peace of mind.
You get a 12-month, 12,000-mile powertrain warranty, plus a 72-hour exchange policy.
Check our huge inventory of pre-owned cars, trucks, and vans.
You get $1,000 if you get a better price on the same vehicle at another dealer.
Great selection, great prices. There's one place that's got it all. That's the Alexander Auto Mall, Northwest Broad and Murfreesboro.
Pre-need funeral planning is hard to talk about any time, but pre-need planning lifts a huge burden from loved ones. Plus, there are definite financial benefits. Let Eddie and Donnie Ayers or Chip and Chad Haynes show you the benefits of pre-need planning from Jennings and Ayers Home for Funerals, a family business serving our community for over a century. Jennings and Ayers on South Church, across from the post office.
Right now on Cellular Concepts.
For a limited time, you have the power to choose from 5 phones from Sprint that are free after instant savings. Each one has features like a digital camera, speakerphone, and Bluetooth enablement.
Make sure you hurry. This offer won't last forever. See your Sprint dealer for details. That's Cellular Concepts at 1407 Northwest Broad Street. Or call 893-CELL for details. Sprint, power up. Requires new activation and 2-year subscriber agreement. $36 activation and $200 early termination fees.
There's a new energy efficiency standard set for central air conditioning, but there's something also on the horizon 4 years away. R22, the refrigerant that's primarily used in residential air conditioning today, will no longer be manufactured.
We're talking with Gary Brown.
Manufacturers will be forced to be using an alternative refrigerant called R410A, which does not have chlorine and which does not harm the atmosphere.
Get with Roscoe Brown.
We're back with high school football on WGN and GoInsideSports.com.
A little technical difficulty, but we are back with you. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, along with Donnie Johnson and Tom Hoover. 3rd down and 10 here. The ball at the Coffee County 16.
That's a big play in this ball game so far, these were the night.
And a timeout taken by Phillips Shadowans to talk it over. We'll step aside as well. 0-0 your score.
Simply Free Business checking today and receive a free gift for opening your account. Rutherford Bank and Trust. Simply your bank.
This is Eagle football coach Jason Sharsh. Follow the Eagles and every Rutherford County team on WGNS.
3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Back to pass. Rolling right side is Gray and makes the pass, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. Pass out there to number 42, and that is Kelly Thomason. Kelby Rollins on the tackle. It's going to be 4th down, and what does that look like, John? About 1.5 or so?
Yeah, almost 2, probably. Boy, I tell you what, he had Shadrake open down the middle. I thought that's where he was going to go when he showed the second round. They're going to go for it here, though.
High backfield. Well, now he goes to set up left side. Handoff goes to Hendrick. Hendrick bounces right side. And he's cut down. And he gets down to around the 6. And boy, that's going to be close. Can't really tell from where it is right now.
Well, they've marked it on the 6, and it looks like it could be enough.
Enough for the first down.
They're going to measure, I think.
We'll have to see. They're moving everybody away. They're going to have to bring the chains all the way across the field. It is awfully close and very hard to see from our vantage point. See if our buddy Donnie Johnson has a better vantage point.
Oh, sure. Did you see him point to us? It was down. Yeah, I did.
It was very close, but Coffee County takes over on downs here. It stops a big Smyrna drive.
You get those glasses, Dick.
And contact.
And reading glasses. Nevertheless, bad news for Smyrna. It's not a good job by the Coffee County Red Raiders. Although they are starting now on their own 6.
Well, now's the time for the Smyrna Bulldog defense to come up here and live. Here's Graham airing it out and incomplete. It was intended out there for Brent Hobbs, but
Jonah Hendricks was get coverage on that play.
Not a very good pass either. A little too long, if you will. A minute 13 left here in the first quarter, and it's scoreless here.
Pretty good to call by Coffee County, trying to catch Smyrna by surprise, going deep.
Not down here when you're on your opponent's 6. kind of dangerous to make a pass. Could be returned, and just a quick little pass. Somebody can run it in 10 yards for a TD.
I think, though, with the way the running game's going, that might have been the only thing that was going to be effective.
Graham hands off and gets to Goins. Goins goes left side and maybe gets 2 out of it. That's going to be generous. Third down, and we're going to call it 8.5.
Well, if they don't get a first down here, it's going to be a really good field position for Coffee for Smyrna, that is.
Sutherland on the tackle. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter.
The defensive line for Smyrna, Brian, is really cutting in some holes, really stopping as soon as the hole is made, they're closing in quickly.
Ball is between the 7 and 8 on the left hash. Everybody packed in tightly. Just one receiver out there on an island. Graham back to pass, burns it, and intercepted by the Bulldogs. And that is Jonah Hendricks.
Boy, he read the quarterback's eyes on that one. Graham dropped back to pass. The only receiver he was looking at, Jonah Hendricks, read those eyes and picked it off and almost went in for the score. So 2 good plays in a row there by Jonah Hendricks.
Riverdale 7, Warren County nothing at the end of 1. That is the first score here on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. 7-0 Riverdale at the end of 1. Here it's first and goal from the 9 for the Bulldogs at Smyrna High. Gray back to pass, burns it across to a wide open Josh Fouch for the Bulldogs. Touchdown.
A quick slant to the inside, and Sonny Gray hit a wide open Josh Crouch for the first score tonight.
It's 6-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. Michael Hosford on here to kick the PAT. The snap, the Crouch, the set, the kick is away, and it is good. Bulldogs 7, Coffee County nothing. We'll be back.
Butch Carr has been a part of Rutherford County.
Way coaches just love it.
Yeah, it's a great play, and just a perfect pass to Crouch, and he was wide open, and Smyrna draws first blood.
Ryan Harris is deep. Going and the Hawkins as well. And here's the Hawk for kickoff. Going to be taken by Harris from the 8. Gets up to the 15 and going to be dumped right at the 19-yard line by Rod Wilson. Now Coffee County back on offense after the Smyrna score. We're only 12 seconds away from the end of the first quarter. Smyrna has just scored a big touchdown to take the lead. Graham makes the handoff to Conjanabout, and he gets around the right corner and picks up about 6 yards before Jonah Hendricks brings him down. And there's the end of the first quarter of play. Smyrna 7, Coffee County nothing. We'll be right back. And we are back. We've got some scores to bring you here in just a second after this first play of the second quarter. Red Raiders roll out. Greg Barton gets over the football. Graham working under center this time. Makes the quick handoff to Conjanabout, and he is going to be brought down by Keith Martin for a very short gain, his third tackle of the night. Actually, maybe lost a half yard. John, we've got some updates on the old scoreboard.
Well, yes, we do. On the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, Laverne leads Cookville 6-0 in the second quarter of play. Riverdale over Warren County in the second quarter, 7-3. On our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
Thank you very much, John. Good job there. Very professional.
Thank you, Brian.
It is the playoff.
I never know when you're going to give it to me. You know, so
you're always prepared. Third down, going left side, and Graham in some trouble, and he's going to be hauled down for a loss. The big QB brown bag sacker back there by Joseph Butler.
Well, that was a huge play, and they're going to lose all the yardage that they gained just about. Loss of a 4 on the play by Graham.
And just a minute here into it, being the second quarter of play. Brings up a 4th down and 9 and an obvious punting situation here for the Red Raiders. And Smyrna going to have pretty good field position. Josh Crouch is standing right now at his own 45. Josh Graham to punt it away. And almost blocked it. It's high and very short. It's going to bounce, and everybody's going to get away from it. And Smyrna's going to have it at the Coffee County 48-yard line, a punt of 27 yards.
I'm not sure that punt wasn't affected a little bit by the pressure. I don't know that he actually got the ball, but I think he may have gotten the punter's leg just a little bit.
John, you know something about field position? Sometimes it's hard when you get some short punts like that and get backed up. It's hard to change the field if you don't have a very good punter, and I'm not saying that Graham is not, but sometimes it's hard to get the field position back in your favor.
Well, more importantly, your offense isn't moving the football, so you can't get out of the hole. You just continue to be backed up and backed up.
Here's Gray, takes the handoff, rolling left side, and has plenty of time. Now has some trouble on his hands, going right side, gets out of it. Can he make a pass? No, he keeps it, and 50, 45, 40, cuts back inside, 35, and down to the 33-yard line. What a miraculous run by Sonny Gray. He picks up the first down, picks up 15 yards. Paskelski,
there is a flag
on the stop, but we will see what the laundry has to say. Pushing the back against the Bulldogs. That sometimes helps those runs like that, doesn't it, John?
Well, especially when you're running in desperation.
Tonight's broadcast on AM 1450 and GoInsideSports.com, brought to you in part by our friends at Prentice Office Heating and Air, the Smyrna Bowling Center, Mullen Jewelry, Murfreesboro Electric, and Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance.
So unfortunate there is that penalty happened very late in that play.
Get the down back, but it's 1st and 10, right back at the 48, so right back to where they were after the punt. Hendricks is going to be hit at the line and hit again, and now a flag flies in the air again. He's going to get maybe a yard gain. Jason Mays on the tackle. Holding against the Bulldogs. Boy, Philip Shadowan is not a happy head coach there on the sideline. And you know, unlike the sport of basketball, John, it's awfully hard sometimes to see the penalties when they occur because we're watching the football, but he's not happy about all these penalties. Makes it 1st and 21 now. So it's from the infraction, which was a yard behind the line of scrimmage, which makes it an 11-yard penalty. Fake. Throw right side and picked up off the bounce, so it's incomplete, intended for Josh Crouch.
I'll tell you what, not a very good execution by Smyrna so far tonight, except for with the exception of the one pass and the hit run, the touchdown pass and the run by Hendricks. Coffee County helping them out a little bit, too. They're missing a lot of tackles out here, and Hendricks was able to avoid a tackle earlier. He wasn't able to, the penalty held him back, but again, neither team playing, I don't think, up to their capabilities at this point.
Rodriguez Wilkes to the right, 2 more receivers to the left. Will Martin is one of those, Crouch the other, I believe. Handoff to Mateo, and gets maybe a yard, and that's going to be it before Paskelski brings him down. Now a 3rd down and 19. 7-0 Smyrna. 8:56 before we reach the halftime horn. Do have a new Riverdale score. They are leading Warren County now 14-3 just into the second quarter. 14-3 Riverdale over Warren County. 3rd and 19. Back at the Bulldog 44. Sonny has plenty of time. Oh, now he's in some trouble. Gets out of one tackle, gets out of two, goes right side, gets a nice block. Now makes the pass, then incomplete. Intended for Will Martin, would not have been enough for the first down, and Kelby Rollins defending.
Well, that's why Sprague rolled out to his left and just can't find a receiver, and he's running for his life to the right side. Had a man open that time, but going on the run, he just didn't have enough English on it to get to it.
Sonny Gray right here to punt. And returner is Ryan Harris. And here's the punt. It's away, and it's a nice one by Gray. And it's going to be down right there at the 25. The 29-yard punt. Ryan Harris had no return on that one. Thought it might have hit somebody there for Coffee County, but not the case.
No sign by the official on that indicating anything.
Lebanon and Lincoln County still scoreless in their contest, the last we heard there. Thanks to Mr. Shipley.
That could be a real good ball game tonight.
I think so. The winner there will play the Riverdale-Warren County winner next week. Here's Graham to air it out, going left side, and has Harris there, but incomplete.
He puts his hands out, he might have a shot at that, but he never reached out for it.
Orlando Martin was defending.
Graham is now 0 for 4, 1 interception on the night.
The passing right now is, well, John, I don't know enough about Coffee County to really tell, but it doesn't seem like Smyrna is really in sync right now with their offense.
I think that's a good way to say it. They really aren't, and they're not blocking for Hendricks or Harris. Right now, that offensive line is just not clicking.
Second and 10 for Graham. And he is hit, Michael Goen, in the backfield by Reuben Shadrake. Boy, I think that ankle is okay right now. He leveled Goen for a loss of 5. Way to go, Reuben.
I think Reuben that time just read that perfectly. You could tell before that play even was executed where he was going, who he was going after, and just shot through that line and made a good tackle.
Now 3rd and 15 for the Red Raiders of Coffee County. 7:29 left here in the first. Handoff goes to Goins, and he tries to take it left side and picks up, looks like about 3 yards. And it'll bring up 4th down and 12. Josh Crouch on the tackle. But it looks like they almost just kind of gave up on that play. Well, try to run it left side, but none of that's been effective.
I'm not really sure what they're doing. I haven't figured out what Coffee County's trying to do offensively. Anytime they throw a pass, it's trying to throw deep and trying on 1st down. So they really don't have a lot of confidence right now, and they are definitely not running the football.
Here's Graham to punt. Boy, they almost got it again, and they are affecting it because this one heads out of bounds. And Smyrna should have it pretty good field position, like right around the 47 or so of Coffee County. Only a 19-yard punt. Boy, John, I think Graham's feeling the pressure. We might get one here tonight, a blocked punt.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was very close. 2 in a row that has just barely escaped him. And he doesn't drop back very far on his punts. In fact, it almost looks like they're going to fake it. So, but when you do that, you're really setting it up for you. You better have a very quick step and hit because you're going to get tagged.
I said 47, and it's really 41 where it went out of bounds, so even better for the Bulldogs. And the handoff goes to Maceo Harris, and he goes off the left guard for 2, brought down by A.J. Hawkins. 7-0 in favor of the Bulldogs here. They scored after an interception.
A.J. Hawkins on the tackle. 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. That's 39.
Riverdale scored again. 20-3.
Wow, that was quick.
20-3 Riverdale. Left side, the pass is made. And will gets out of bounds and picks up 8 yards before Ryan Harris makes a little push and gets him out of bounds. And that's enough for the first down. First bang, first down at the 30 now, John.
Yeah, we haven't had many of those tonight. First bang, first down so far.
So with 5 minutes left before halftime, it's 20-3 Riverdale. And new score, Lincoln County leading Lebanon in the second, 7-0. 6-0 Laverne over Cookville in the second. All of that on your Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Here, 7-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. Right side, here goes Maceo Harris, crossing over the 30 and picks up 2 yards, so gets down to about the 28-yard line. Well, John, I would like to see them just milk away this clock right here and maybe punch in a score before halftime.
Well, I'll tell you what I'd like to see them do is establish the ground game, because I think they can run on these guys.
Yeah.
But right now, they just haven't been, they've been very inconsistent, but I think you just keep plugging at them and let's try to open up those holes.
To the right side is Josh Crouch as a receiver. To the left, Rodriguez Wilkes. Working from the shotgun is Sonny Gray. Maceo Harris is split to his right. No drop. Throw left side to Rod Wilkes. And he gets it at the 24-yard line and is going to be wrapped up there for a 4-yard gain. Ryan Harris just would not let Mr. Wilkes go. He tried to spin out of it, but couldn't.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's given Wilkes a lot of room. And they're going to take that 4 or 5 yards if he's going to let it. If he's going to back off of him that far away, they're going to take those 4 or 5 yards.
Well, Sonny's going to light him up then all night if that's going to happen. Make those passes. 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 23-yard line. Same set as last time. Looking left. Now some trouble for Sonny, and he's going to be brought down for the sack.
I think what happened that time, he was going to fake short to Wilkes and go deep down the field, and Wilkes wasn't open when he did, and Sonny ran out of time. That's a big play by Coffee County. It's really, really a big play.
Kyle Kriz on the tackle.
If you're Coffee County, Brian, you want to go in this halftime either down only by 7 or closer. You don't want to get down by 2 touchdowns. Not the way they're moving the football right now.
Be 4th down and 7. I don't know if Smyrna's going to try to draw them off sides. They're going to go for it here on the 4th and 7. Gray going right side, making the pass, and wide open crowds for the first down. What a pass. Sam Myers defending, but boy, Josh Crouch was ready.
Well, he just drilled that one, and a great catch by Crouch because, I mean, it was coming at him. First bang, first down for Smyrna. Good throw. I like it when he just drops back in the pocket and just let her rip.
Well, I tell you what, that's a gutsy call right there, too. Could have gotten some points out of it, could have gotten 3 out of it, and went for the first down on the 4th and 7. New set of chains here, and the ball now down to the Coffee County 16. Working under center this time. Hands off to Maceo, and my goodness, what a hit. Maceo is hit by Corey Sakelski, the tight end. He's 6 foot, 230 pounds, and he met Mr. Harris and said, hello.
It was like hitting a brick wall. I think we could hear that one from up here.
The crunch.
That, again, another huge play by Coffee County. They're hanging tough in here. They're not giving Smyrna anything, really.
Back it down at 11. So a loss of about a half a yard. Wilcox over the football, and Gray going to work from the gun this time. Back to pass, looking left. Vernon left. Crouch is there for the great catch again. Ryan Harris was defending there, but Crouch just ran that pattern to the inside. And 9 yards on the gain, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and looks like about 2.
Well, I'll tell you what I think I'd do if I was coaching, but of course I'm not coaching. I think I'd go to the end zone in this one and then try to get that 4th and 1.
And whistles and a timeout, and Philip Chedellins wants to talk about it. 2:10 left here before halftime. It's 7-0 Bulldogs. A.J. Hawkins played a nice big tackle out there for his second one of the night.
I was surprised with the pitch. I thought they would just take it right up the middle on them, or even a sneak and try to get that yard. But they chose the pitch out. May have seen something we didn't see.
4th and 5. So Hofstra going to kick the field goal here. So it would be a 23-yard field goal attempt by Michael Hofstra. Snap, the set, the kick is away. It's angling to the right, but it is good. Michael Hosford tacks on the 3 here to give the Bulldogs a 10.
It is now 10-0 Lincoln County over Lebanon. A little surprised with that score. Otherwise, everything else going as we thought anyway. The scores brought to you by Jimmy Airs.
Right here it is 10-0, and here is Hosford's kickoff. And a touchback.
That's a good kick by Hosford. Very good.
So now, with 1:28, 80 yards to go for the Coffee County Red Raiders to try to cut into this 10-0 lead that the Bulldogs have spotted here.
Well, it's going to be tough with 1:28 to go with the offense that we've seen so far coming out of Coffee County.
Tonight's broadcast on WGNS brought to you in part by Sir Pizza, Winners Trophies and Sporting Goods, Fans Heating and Air, the Church Street Shoney's, Craig's Tax Service, and Jerry Potts Car Care. Graham makes the handoff to, I believe, Lee Hawkins. And he goes left side for a couple.
Really just nothing there. Coffee County really haven't been able to make any holes for the running backs tonight.
I'll be interested to see your stats there because there are not many of them there for the Red Raiders.
It won't take long.
Cody Sutherland on the tackle. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. From the 22. Going left side. Hawkins again and gets maybe a yard or two. Crouch on the takedown.
It's basically kind of a sweep left, sweep left, sweep left.
That's pretty much what we've seen, isn't it? 3rd down and 6 yards to go with only 33 seconds. They're in no hurry here, John. They just don't want to turn the football over. They're going to the locker room down 10, looks like to me.
I think so, and I've probably actually contended that it's not worse than it is.
Graham makes that handoff, and they finally got the biggest hole they've seen tonight. Finally, the tackle after he crosses over the 35 gets up to the 40. Gonna see who that young man is. I believe that was Lee Hawkins. Rod Wilkes on the tackle, a 16-yard gain. Clock stops with the 1st down to move the chain. And a timeout, Coffee County. So we're going to burn one as well. It's 10-0 Bulldogs.
I'm Dr. Martin L. Toy. I'm a podiatrist. I specialize.
Empty and click to Bonnie, John, and Johnny for more football action.
Here's Graham back to throw. Now rushed out of the pocket. Makes the pass. Incomplete. Flag fly with 5 seconds left before halftime.
Well, Josh Clausen, who has been everywhere and has made some super catches. I almost made a super catch on defense that time. It was almost an interception.
Coffee County with the penalty this time. See what the call is by the man in stripes. About a 10-yard penalty, a hold. Hold against the Red Raiders, backs them up to the 25. Taking these fellas to go to the locker room. They roll out here. Graham. Give to Hawkins up the middle and picks up a couple, and that's going to be it. Brought down by Cody Sutherland and the